Welcome into another edition of Mavs Latest. I'm Josyah Howard, and we have some milestones approaching for some Dallas Mavericks players entering this 25-26 season. And let's start with the big man, Anthony Davis, as he enters the season only 22 points away from 19,000. He's likely to break that within the first few games, if not the season opener. Uh, More interesting is whether he'll break the 20,000 point club if he stays healthy. He'll obviously have a great chance of doing that with 1,430 points next season. Total, he surpassed 8 seasons in his career. He'd surpassed Joe Johnson to enter the top 50 in scoring all time. So Anthony Davis with some opportunity here to reach some historical status in terms of scoring, and beyond that, he also could reach 9,000 career rebounds and 2,000 career blocks. Moving on to the rookie Cooper Flag, he might be able to break a few records for the quote youngest in the NBA variety. He'll make his debut around 2 months before his 19th birthday, meaning he'll have around a month to beat LeBron's record of 18 years and 334 days for the youngest 30-point game in NBA history. Flag will also have his entire rookie year to break LaMelo's Ball's record, 19 years, 140 days years old 19 years old, 140 days attached to that for the youngest triple double in league history. So we move on to Klay Thompson. There's a slim chance he joins former teammate Klay Thompson and James Harden as the only members of the 3,000 career three-pointers made club. He's entering the year at just about 2,700 threes made, good for fifth most in league history. While 303 three-pointers would be a new career high for Klay Thompson, it's only two more than the 301 he made in just 69 games during his last season with the Golden State Warriors. Oh no, second to last year with the Golden State Warriors, 22-23 season. So he does have a real chance of passing Damian Lillard this year for fourth all time, with Lillard recovering from his injury, his Achilles injury. So looking to see Klay Thompson move up the 3-point ranks, and Kyrie Irving, who's expected to miss a big portion of the season. However, he does enter the year at 18,433 career points, only leaving him 567 away from AD's goal of the 19K points as well. He'd only need about 24 regular season games at his career average of about 24 points per game to reach that. And a couple others that have a couple chances to hit some milestones. Derek Lively, the second, the Mavs' youngest center, has a chance to hit 1K points, 1K rebounds next season. He just needs 203 points and 352 rebounds. And PJ Washington entering the season needing 122 assists to reach 1,000 assists. So, quite a few players on the Mavericks having some opportunity here to reach some career milestones. But moving on, uh, Dirk Nowitzki's foundation, they announced their seventh annual tennis classic. It'll take place September 15th at Banner House at T Bar M in Dallas. Um, so yeah, I love these annual events that, these fundraisers, these foundations that, they have an event and it just hit the first couple hit it off, and they keep it going. So the seventh time, and looks like Steve Nash and former US tennis star John Isner will also join the fun. So this exhibition style fundraiser created and hosted by Dallas Mavericks legend Dirk Nowitzki blends lighthearted competition with star power each year. It draws a mix of athletes and entertainers, and additional names are expected to be added to the lineup in the coming weeks. Dirk then goes on to chime in and say, tennis was my first sport. It's still a game I love to play. I started this foundation years ago, and it's been incredible to watch it grow into an event not only that brings the community together, but it makes a real difference for children and families in need. So it will be Saturday the 13th, 11:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. Rain or shine at Banner House Tea Bar M, um, 66060 Dilbeck Lane, Dallas, Texas. Um, and tickets include reserved seat, limited edition event merchandise, light bites, and access to exclusive on-site experiences. So if you haven't been to Dirk Nowitzki's Foundation Tennis Classic, September 13th, Saturday, if you have a chance to make it out, definitely try to make it out and have a great experience with the Dirk Nowitzki Foundation. But moving on to, excuse me, but moving on, battle of the two centers for this last roster spot. Nick Weber of the Smoking Cuban. He suggests that this last roster spot will come down in terms of the last roster spot, meaning this last two-way spot, roster spot deal, might come down to the centers Musa Cisse and Jamarion Sharp. Now, Sharp has been a part of the program last year. He played with the Legends. Um, didn't average many points. It's only 6 points, 7 rebounds, but an astonishing 3.2 blocks, and 61% from the field. And if you didn't watch Summer League, when Sharp was on the court, it was very obvious he's 7'5". He pops up off the screen. He could run the floor very well. A nice lob threat. Seems like Cisse's a little bit more polished, but he is much shorter at 6'11". So with that prototype size at 7'5" at a two-way deal, I think I'd lean the Sharp just really off the prototype of his size. You have Wemby, and not just in the conference, but in the division. So definitely not a bad idea to have somebody 7'5" at your disposal, especially if you have some injuries. You can move some stuff around and bring them in. So if it was me, I'd probably give that opportunity to Sharp, but we will see how that all shakes up. But to wrap things up here on Mavs Latest, I just wanted to update. According to Mark Stein, NBA Insider, the Lakers are hiring former athletic performance director Jeremy Holsopple. He was named the NBA's top strength and conditioning coach in March of 2021. Obviously has a relationship with Luka Doncic. So again, the Lakers making the smart move and bringing in somebody that Luka is very comfortable with, and now where Luka is at this crossroads in his career where he is now taking his health and conditioning to the next level, and then pairing that with somebody who's comfortable with, and he knows what Luka likes and what he dislikes, and they could now find a balance together, and Luka's new dieting and the way he's working out and new routines and all of that. So it just, as a Mavs fan, sucks to see the Lakers building on this Luka trade, but yeah, in the balance of the Mavericks rebuilt their coaching staff this offseason, you now see somebody that was formerly with Luka with the Mavericks now in LA with Luka Doncic. So that's the trade and the fallout from the trade will forever be a tough one. Luka will always be attached to the Mavericks, but uh, the Lakers bring in former top strength and conditioning coach in March of 2021, Jeremy Holsopple, excuse me. So congrats to the Lakers once again, of course. But this has been another Mavs Latest. I'm Josyah Howard, and let's get it, y'all.